mess with the opposition blocker. Bruno loves that up and down ball where he can see the whole court. Alison, who's been served for lots of this competition, loves just getting the balls right there. Same spot absolutely every time. 3.5. He struggles to get his feet to the ball, but his arm does whip that sharp angle very nicely. Brazil take the lead. Be interesting to see how much the wind does come into play here. Didn't quite get that in the hitting window. Alison. Bruno serving first for Brazil. Kantor, the target, does a little bit of siding out of his own, hits the skin off of that one. Alison and Kantor both were under pressure yesterday in their respective semi-finals, both being served straight down the line. Meant they both struggled to get their approach. Alison does that very well. He passes slightly off the net, and that's what Alison does all day long. He takes a big step out, his body faces cross court, and then he can just hit that very sharp angle. And just watch out for the knuckle line in a minute that he goes back over the block with. Looks like it goes to the moon, but because he's hit that shot, he parks the defender, and the defender has to respect the sharp angle. Losiak served for the first time, I think, in the last 2 days. No side out though, Brazil. Two to the good. It's a nice start for Alison and Bruno. They were deflated yesterday in their semi-final loss to Vyacheslav Krasilnikov and Nikita Xiamen. Team playing very well, the Russians. Bruno just hitting very well from downtown. Chance for Losiak. Does well. High, smooth with the arm, really whips his arm through. Rhythmical, smooth. This one could be an absolute epic. More short serving on Alison. It's a ploy from Poland. And it worked. Something that Alison will do, something that's happening in the game nowadays, is it's not just the big man that hits on two. The smaller men, well, they're both getting out the sand so well. But they serve Alison short to try and disrupt his rhythm with his approach. So he tries to put Bruno on two. Not that time though, he takes all 3 touches, or they take all 3 touches, Brazil. It's that sharp angle again. Brazil lead by 1, first change of ends. The teams change ends every 7 points just to make fair of the condition. As mentioned previously, there is a breeze, quite a strong breeze from right to left on your screen. It should be fairly sheltered in this main stand, but you'd think Alison and Bruno are going to the so-called good end with the wind in their face. Nice side out from Poland. Side out's the phase of the game where your team are receiving serve. Peter Kantor. Looking at Bruno now, and Bruno does what Bruno does so well. That's have a good look at the court, know exactly where the gap is. There, just at the bottom of the spike approach, he sees that Kantor is taking the line. If he plays it high enough and fast enough, he knows he'll score. Setting is all over the place. From Kantor after a leaky pass from Losiak. And really for this Polish team, who have actually been working on playing at a slower tempo, they're renowned for their fast plays. But to do that, they really have to be insistent. Trying to challenge the block of Alison, but he's equal to it, and then he knuckles to the line, but great reactions all the same from Losiak. Poland are growing again. The #1 seeds against the world champions in 2015 and Olympic champions Rio 2016. Alison hitting from the right side. There we go, there's the high line that we were just speaking about. Commits the defender. He hits sharp angle. The defender then has to sit round and respect that he's got that one. And he's so high, Alison, that no matter if the blocker sees it, they're not going to get it. And the ball's going to drop. Feisty rip from Bruno. It's a little bit of a battle at the net. Losiak goes again. That's more like Kantor and Losiak, playing quick to the sticks, trying to rush the opposition in their block defense. High rolling, nice play, hustling hard. Alison served across the body, a different angle than what the Russians chose to take him on yesterday. High, off the block, more points. They really did. Vasilnikov and Xiamen target him straight down the line, short and long, and really try and take a sharp angle away from him. So difficult to pass a ball straight at your body and then make space for your approach. Here we go, wide setting to the stick. Alison is all over it like an absolute rash. Credit where credit's due there to Alison. The ball should travel faster than the blocker. Not on that occasion. This time they try and keep Alison a bit stiller. They go high off the hands and they get another point. We'll see a few clips on YouTube of Kantor Losiak making Alison look a little bit silly at times with one or two plays. He's learnt his lesson, Alison, and he's renowned as one of the best, if not the best blocker in the world for a reason. He's very careful watching the opposition spiker and the setter if he's going attack as well. Scores, as we expected, are very close.
10.28.
Bruno, four-time FIVB best defender. To many, just the best all-round player in the world. So smooth with the arm. Used to play a lot with Pedro, but now his partner, well and truly Alison, haven't been on the best form. That's an outrageous swing to the line by Bruno, by the way. Haven't been in the best form. Their last win came in the Rio de Janeiro 4-star in 2017. Since then, a lot of ninths, which isn't really Alison and Bruno form. More jump serves. Kantor. Alison again rains down a little bit of pain on Poland. Blocking isn't all about height, it's about reaching, getting in the face of the opposition and taking away time. Kantor, well, it'll be interesting to see how he bounces back. Kantor again on the inside. He has to try and get out to make some space. Doesn't, stays pretty close, and that's an outrageous swing from way downtown. But Alison again, this time with just a remarkable transition set. The engine was on, the accelerator was down here, chasing hard. It's a long touch of the ball. Bruno will be disappointed not to convert. Technical timeout, it's the usual thing on the FIVB World Tour after 21 points. Kantor and Losiak very much at the forefront of Polish beach volleyball nowadays. Prudel playing with Brill. Obviously Prudel had such an illustrious career, playing with Vigilek for such a long time. But the youngsters have come through. And Brazil, well, historically the strongest beach volleyballing nation. Alison playing previously with Emmanuel taking silver at London. Before that, Emmanuel taking a gold in Athens 2004 with Ricardo. Ricardo's still actually playing now on the AVP. He's played some tournaments with Reed Pretty and former Canadian athlete Kame Schalk. Rare net error, and that's backed up with an ace from Kantor. Again, these players really looking to serve quick, sharp, and as close to the top of the net as possible to try and take time away from the receiving team. Really get punchy on the serve. Again, flirting with the net ban, but they won't mind that, Poland. Saying the AVP such a dominant force alongside the FIVB World Tour. Look on Instagram, seeing that Ricardo is training with Kame Schalk again. Training with the Major Series 5-star champions in Florida, Phil Dalhouser and Nick Lucena. Back for this game. That's a great look at the bottom of the jump, squeezing it down to the line. Kantor in the block. He starts very low in the block, Kantor, trying to get out of the face of the blocker. Alison, you don't want to set tight with the mammoth on the net. The Brazilian juggernaut. See the difference in the bigger blocker to the smaller one. Kantor will have to go lower, yeah, to be more dynamic for sure, but also to pop out last minute and not give away the line that he's blocking to his opposition. Bruno with another whip. Kantor this time from the left side. Very good feet to the ball, Peter Kantor. This time Losiak goes into block. Doesn't matter, regardless. Alison is just gonna rip through it down the seam. There's a gap between the block and the defense. Alison is going to utilize that all day. We've seen the sharp one, we've seen the loopy high line, and then we just see him absolutely bulldoze the seam. They're on form here, the Brazilians. Timeout called from Poland. 3-point game. The Olympic champions from Rio looking strong here in Xiamen. Timeout really something that's well needed for Kantor Losiak. Alison back to his usual self after suffering. Yes, this is Kantor Losiak doing what they do, but he's caught underneath the ball. Play a quick tempo, trying to rush the block defense in their setup and their execution of their play. The knuckle is wide of the mark though from Kantor. Ball's tight, they have to go high this time. Alison is disappointed with himself there. Feels that he shouldn't have left the gap open for Kantor to have a little wiggle through. Alison is on absolute flames though at the moment. Bruno the target, hitting from the inside. Oh my. Firstly, that's an remarkable shot from Bruno. Secondly, look how aggressive he is. At the last minute, he decelerates the arm, places the ball back to the line. Credit to great footwork getting back inside the ball to get the ball on his hitting arm. Huge. Oh, Bruno, stop it. Second chance. This time Alison from the right side. My word, Brazil are flying in China. The chest of Losiak must be a little bit sore, surely. Kantor going so low in the block again, but it doesn't matter. Alison is so high. Faultless Brazil so far. Kantor hits that one off the body so strongly. He approaches straight. So it really means you have to work your wrist and bring your arm down to your right pocket to hit that off your body. It's not easy to do that. Alison hits a few on the angle. Treacles one to the line. And there's a change of ends and set points to Brazil. This Brazilian team, they've played 40 events now on the FIVB World Tour, won 12, 4 silvers, and they're looking to make it their third bronze. Alison getting whippy from the baseline, then charging in to try and make a block. There we have it, another error from Poland. Uncharacteristic for Kantor and Losiak. They've struggled to really implement their game. Brazil have bullied them in the first set, mostly through the bulldozer that's Alison. Alison and Bruno take the first set here in Xiamen. They're looking good for bronze. 21-15 against Kantor and Losiak from Poland. The second set's about to get underway here in southeast China. A breezy, warm day. Bruno receiving a little bit of lady luck from the netband. Aggressive, looks to stomp angle early on. Feet are in a good position. The feet are to the left of the ball. Usually it signals that the right side player can still hit the ball to the line, which is important to show they can hit both ways. That's an ace from Bruno. First thoughts, it looked as if might have drifted a little bit long, but Brazil have started exactly as they left off. Kantor from the left again, tries to just hit one away from the body towards the cross court. Alison, be interesting to have a look at this. Maybe it doesn't quite finish with his left hand. Yeah, it doesn't form his left hand over the net. Doesn't finish towards the face. Peter Kantor. More dodgeball than beach volleyball from Bruno. You can dodge a ball. Dodge a wench. Quicker play. Kantor Losiak. 1000% then. More characteristic. Running quicker. Saying, hey Alison, can you catch us? That time no. Snapback angle. Good enough to score. More speed. No joy this time. Once again, Kantor and Losiak trying to play quick, trying to disrupt the rhythm. You can see that Alison is pretty equal to it that time. He takes a good step, gets a good line on Kantor. He tries to fire at angle. Need to stop leaking points here, Poland. There's another one leaked. Leaking points everywhere. Need to tighten it up. Bit of drama. Referee just staying in charge. World champions in 2015 for an absolute reason. Because when they're on it, they're unstoppable. Bruno, the timeout, has done nothing to disrupt his rhythm, but also that's really nice from Poland. They're starting to run the ball wider distances, opens up the line because Alison is not as fast as the ball getting out to the stick. Used to be the Australians that run the method. Lots of 2 balls, lots of wide balls, but it's been adapted by many nations. Bruno plays a little bit more old school. That up and down ball, a very good look at the court. You can see just here, there. It's only a little glimpse, but you don't need to know what colour the opposition shorts are. You just need to know where they're standing. Chase is on. Second ball surely for Alison. No, he decides to set it. He's got full trust in Bruno. Why not? Oh, he just misses out. I don't think Bruno's happy about that one. He's looking for a touch off the block. Good dynamic feet again. Nice approach. Very smooth on. Alison. Alison is 2 meters 3 centimeters, 6'8". Peter Kantor, 6'7". He's got slight reach advantage. Bruno says sorry. His hand's in the air, but he's not really apologising. He's pretty happy with that. Inside. Hand up all the same, but it's a change of ends, 10-4 Brazil cruising. Bruno's just giving it a good thrash from the baseline. But to anybody watching, he's not trying to hit the ball hard through his shoulder. It's all generated through his body weight. The toss is in front of him. His body goes through the ball. His arm stays really nice and smooth. Kantor chipping away. Bruno like a ballerina. And then going high risk for what would have been an absolute world-class play. Thing when Bruno does miss, they're good mistakes. They're missing the sideline by a millimetre. That's Poland's day in a nutshell. Bruno does that. He aces it. Kantor Losiak fortunately hits the net. Runs out of play. It's just not happening for them. Back set. Some double touch call against Losiak. Heads down. The body language of the Polish players resembles a child that didn't get what they wanted for Christmas at the moment. Quicker plays. Points are coming back on. Short ball on Alison. Potentially I could be wrong here, but they're serving him on an angle across his body. It's making the angle of the pass is allowing him to get out more comfortably than he was yesterday and still be really aggressive on the ball. The Russians served Alison more towards the line, straight down the line, and he really struggled to get that angle that you can see there where he can access everything. When Alison is on form and he's getting that approach, it's access all areas. Quick plays again. Trying to move Alison inside. Clever play, it's just not working. Technical timeout, 14-7. Trying to move him inside very, very quickly and then looking to roll it back to the line, hoping that he wouldn't be settled in the block and maybe looking for a tool off the outside hand. Doesn't. Progressing on the World Tour very quickly and through the Major Series too. They have enough points nowadays to get themselves into everything. Good look. Gentle, subtle, precise. Six points in beach volleyball is a long, long way back. Bruno again has a little look, charges through. Is there a touch off the block? Referee says no way. Ball potentially not quite getting on his right side from Bruno. This means he loses a little bit of height. There, another good look. He sees the line open. 2 errors in a row from Bruno. He's not missing by much, is he? But you give this Polish pairing an opening, they might just take it. From the inside, Bruno getting served again. They've gone off of Alison again. It's forming a very intense relationship with the net today, Bruno. Albeit a bit of a love-hate relationship, but Brazil take the point and they're 5 in front. Once again, they run the reverse play and they look to challenge the line. They're challenging the blocker. Kantor is saying, Alison, can you stay with me and stay formed in the air and finish facing back into the court? Kantor says no, and he just wipes off the block. Drifting block of Alison, 4 points. Bruno from the outside this time. Pretty acute. Good to go. Bruno just showing his drop in form just a moment ago. Wasn't permanent. Losiak fiddling it away down the line. Has a couple of looks there. It's a tough serve, but Bruno, seriously, time to stop now. It's a tough serve, but he stays so relaxed in his shoulders, but firm in his platform to put the ball up high. It just oozes class, jumping inside it and rolling the short line. Uh-oh. Don't go picking fights with Alison when he's in this mode. Renowned for that second ball, but Alison has his eyes on the setter. He's a seasoned pro. Now his eyes are on the hitter, 2 in a row. Alison and Bruno. Left hand, so firm. They look to go on 2. Maybe a net touch, not given. Bruno. Oh, Bruno. That was charity, but you didn't want it. Deep dish in from Bruno, hard slamming from Alison. Quick feet, hard thud, match point Brazil. Bronze medal ball. Very tense in the pass, swinging to stay in the set. That's a miraculous recovery from Bruno. And then he has the audacity to stick one down the line and take the match for Brazil. 2-0, the second set, a win to just 13 points. Alison, Bruno, much improved from yesterday's performance. Kantor, Losiak, well, they will know they were beaten by the better team. Brazil take the bronze. Kantor, Losiak